wanted to share this podcast with everyone. The Serviceberry, An Economy of Abundance by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Now, these times we're living in now, I think this is very, very good information, at least something to think about, and how you can use this in your life. Now, Robin Wall Kimmerer is a botanist, besides being a beautiful writer, and she always weaves her knowledge of nature into every writing. In this essay, she talks about the economy of abundance, the gift economy. Nature provides everything we need. Everything. It's all there for us to take, for us to use. And it's not until capitalism that became a commodity and everything has a price tag on it. Now, the only thing that contributes to society is a few people get very greedy and want to keep it all for themselves. That creates lack. That creates poverty. Sure, a few do very well, but the many are usually left suffering. And these days that things are looking quite bleak. We need to get back to the gift economy. And I think she explains it very well with a tribal story. One man from the village goes out on a hunt and has this very successful hunt. He comes back with an elk, which is way too much for his family. So he invites his neighbors over, and everyone shares in this abundance. And an outsider notes, "Why don't you dry the meat, preserve it for leaner months?" And confused, the hunter says, "Why would I do that? I prefer to store my abundance in my neighbor's belly. And when my neighbors have full nets of fish, they share with me." And that not only creates a good community, it goes further than that. No one is greedy. No one has to protect theirs. No one is left poor and hungry. They all share when there's good times, when there is abundance. And so as an outsider, they ask, what about in lean times? Well, then we all feel the lack. We are all equal here. But I do know that any time I need help, I ask my neighbor and they help. And when they need help, I help them. It's a cooperative. It has so much more meaning than who has a bigger house than the other or who has the fancier things. This is the gift economy. And I just wonder if we can get back to that. If we can find a way to at least incorporate that a little bit more in our lives. My neighbor suffering doesn't help me. And so we find ways to share. Now, the story of the Serviceberry is one of how nature provides a superabundance. And as that robin went out to collect this fruit that is like the first fruit to appear on the bushes in the spring, the birds are also in the same bush eating these serviceberries. Everyone's sharing. Everyone knows there's enough. The birds are happy with their beaks full. Robin's filling a bucket. And she notes in her head how she can also share what she's collecting with her friends and neighbors. It might just be a bowl of berries, or it might be a pie, or jellies, or jam. But everyone can share in this abundance. This abundance that's freely given by nature. So I hope you can find the time to listen to this podcast. I've listened to it quite a few times now. Like last night when I couldn't sleep as a storm was rolling through. It just gives me comfort. It gives me some hope. It gives me some ideas on what I can do. Think about ways to build community. A community and a gift economy. We can share in all the things we have. We don't need to leave anyone in desperate situations to just fall by the wayside. We can build community. We can take care of each other. Even on just a small scale, there's things we can do to help. There's always something we can do. Let's lift each other up. Let's hold each other up. That's what we're here for. Not to put a price on everything, but to put a value on our neighbors and our community. Thank you.